Hi guys. Oh my goodness, another terrible PMQs for Kemi Badenoch, where she struggled to make any real impact. But perhaps her biggest blunder was her line of attack. As I've said before, the leader of the opposition should perhaps take a leaf out of Nigel Farage's book. Don't speak from a script, but have your ideas in your head, because choosing the former allows you to fall into traps. The problem is that she couldn't be bothered to do even a 2-minute Google search as part of her prep for PMQs. Have a listen to this.
100,000 Ukrainians, mostly women, children and the elderly, have found sanctuary in the UK from Putin's war. However, a family of 6 from Gaza have applied to live in Britain using this scheme, and a judge has now ruled in their favour. This is not what the scheme was designed to do. This decision is completely wrong. It cannot be allowed to stand. Is the government planning to appeal on any points of law? And if so, which ones?
Minister. Mr. Speaker, let me be clear. I do not agree with the decision. She's right. It's the wrong decision. She hasn't quite done her homework because the decision in question was taken under the last government according to the legal framework for the last.
Oh God, it's beyond embarrassing. Once again, she doesn't actually understand what she's talking about. She obviously has been given a script by somebody else. So what's this about? Obviously, the point that she raised here, a family from Gaza, family of 6 from Gaza have made a claim under a previous scheme, the Ukrainian scheme. But this happened when the Conservatives were in power. A simple Google search shows you that it happened in January 2024, before the election, before the Labour Party took over, when the Conservatives were in charge. So it was a Conservative framework and a ruling that took place when the Conservatives were in charge. See, I think Kemi Badenoch believes that she's on GB News or on Talk TV or something, where she's just asked softball questions and there will be no real pushback when she talks absolute tripe. But does she not understand, or the people who provide her with this script, do they not understand that the Prime Minister has access to this information as well? So if you talk absolute tripe, he can respond to that and say, actually, that's not true. Or do you know who was actually in charge? Does she not know this information? Or does she think that other people don't have access to fact-checking tools? Once again, I keep saying she shouldn't be using these scripts. And whoever actually written this script, who has written this script, should be fired. Maybe she wrote it herself. Maybe that was the reason why it's an absolute disaster every time. She's doing it herself and she's not bothering to do any real research. She just saw something on the front page of the Daily Mail or the Sun or whatever and says, oh, I'm going to use that as an attack line in PMQs. I won't read the article. I'll just use the headline, or I won't actually do any research into it. I'll just use it as a headline to attack the government. Surely that will work. I've tried it a number of times and it has failed, but this time it's certain to work. It's pathetic. She needs to be replaced. Although maybe it's better that she stays in her position because she's bringing the Tories, the Conservative Party, down. If she wanted to have any real cut-through, if she wanted to, quote-unquote, hold the government to account, she needs to think on her feet. She needs to come up with an idea of a way of attacking the government at PMQs. Not relying on these scripted responses or scripted questions. She doesn't. What's the point in her asking these questions? You might as well just have ChatGPT ask these questions. You may have a bot ask these questions. You may just have question number 1, Prime Minister, question number 2, Prime Minister. Because what's the point in her asking these things? Because she doesn't know what she's doing. It's embarrassing. Once again, she can do this on Talk TV or GB News where she's not going to be challenged. She can't do it during PMQs. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.